Greetings, Jealous Beans, and welcome to this episode of Monday Madness. The dog has just opened the door to the kitchen. Buddy! The washing machine is on. It's going to be making noises. 1 minute. Bobby! Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you are. And we shut the door. There we go. So welcome to another episode of Monday Madness, the Monday show where I talk about anything and everything. And this week I have chosen, no, not this week, this month, in fact, I have chosen the theme to be stories. And last week I did an improv story, and this week I was going to do another improv story, but I have instead decided to do something else. It's slightly more personal, but it's nothing particularly new for most of you anyways. So this week it is a vague story of me. It's the story of Mauku. I don't know why I turned into Stitch. Okay, yes, we're doing the rest of the video like this. So as some of you from my Patreon will know, I have decided to embark on a brand new series of video. I will be doing a lot of it on my TikTok page, and it will be taking the place over like the next few weeks. Basically until the middle of September, that kind of thing. And this series is called, tentatively and roughly until I think of a much cooler and snappier and better name, Creating the Fantasy Wardrobe for My Post-Top Surgery Dreams. Something akin to that. Basically, I'm making clothes that I'm going to be really comfortable and excited to wear post-op surgery. It's very exciting, and I have an entire Pinterest board. That's a lie, I have three Pinterest boards full of stuff that I really just want to make and wear and do. And while, yes, there is no real reason why I could not wear this stuff now, there is also a large part of me that doesn't want to. It's almost partly, in a weird way, a reward for becoming the true me post-surgery, and also for getting through it and managing to survive all that and do all of that. And also because it just isn't me yet. If I put these clothes on now, I would constantly be thinking, well, it'll look better without the binder, or well, when I don't have to wear tape, this will look better, or well, when I'm not literally sweating my ass off in the middle of summer because of all the layers I have to wear, or when I'm on tea so that I can be feeling this, or when I have more of this, or when I have more muscle mass, or when I blah, 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 when. So I'm just going to be keeping myself pumped and excited for this moment in time where I'm going to be able to wear them and not really worry about anything else. When I am feeling my big gender euphoria, that's very exciting for me, and so that is partly what this story time is about today. And this is me filming the intro at the end of this week, knowing how much time I have. I was going to make a few garments, but I only had enough time for one, which is behind me over here. And so I'm going to show you the process of making that and talk you through some things, but also, yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences, and some of them are fun and some of them are not so fun. So please bear that in mind when you're going into this video. It is a part story time, part creation process, and while the end result is very joyful and I'm very excited to be doing it, there is also a big chunk of it that is talking about gender dysphoria and all various things like that. So if you are not up for just thinking about that today, then please skip this video or just turn the sound off and look at the pretty thing that I make at the very end. All right, on with the video. Alrighty, so here we are in the sewing room, and I'm about to create some stuff. I'm not going to get through all of them because I've only got a couple of days before something very exciting happens, which is what you'll be seeing in next week's episode of Monday Madness, because unfortunately the very exciting thing that's happening is happening on Tuesday, so I will not be able to, well, I could talk about it, but there's no point just talking about it. I'd rather show you the very exciting thing that's happening. Yeah, I'm grinning about it. So that will be the following week's Monday Madness. I keep forgetting that when you're watching this video it will be Monday Madness. Anyway, this is Raceland. He's looking very cool right now. And this is the tunic for Raceland. So you've got the tunic and the new coat. The new coat should be finished very soon. I'm going to finish that in the next couple of days, but today I want to make something that I've been thinking about for a while. So I found this amazing bedspread in a charity shop, and I have to use it. This is going to become kind of a Molly coat. Bear with me here. Alright, so this is the rough idea of what we are doing. So it's, as I said, basically a Molly coat, except that it's not got any extra details on it. It's just been made out of the bedsheet. I considered putting a sort of extra lining in the middle to make it thicker, but actually I kind of like the idea of this being a sort of summer jacket, coat, flamboyant robe thing, or a wear it around the house robe, or an, no, this very rich person has been conveniently offed and now I'm very rich and I'm opening the door to the police robe. But it is going to be all the colourful, and I'm hoping that I might be able to make it reversible, because look at this cool ass inside. That's pretty cool. And I have been watching some videos on how to make sort of reversible seams, so you stitch it over and it looks decent from either angle. So we will see. But yeah, right, I'm just gonna do some patterning. Bear with me here. All right, here we are. Very roughly pinned. I decided that I'm gonna have a different color for the back and then for the front panels, just so that when you're all swooshy, it can be a bit different. I'm making it loose fit. I think I'm going to add sleeves, I'm debating. And then I'm going to belt it around the middle so it can just sit and be chill. Alright, time to try on. Here we go. We are sewing the last little bit, I hope. I need to go back and double check everything after this. I'm sewing the last bit of the last sleeve, and if I have calculated this correctly, this entire ensemble should be reversible. Oh shit, I need to do a belt. Nearly the last bit! Alrighty. Here it is. I haven't done the belt yet, but I have just added the sleeves, and I believe my calculations are correct. This thing should be completely reversible. I am stoked. Look at the lining, and then you go to the back, and the back is blue. I ended up doing it a little bit shorter than original because it was a little bit too much like a Molly coat, but also it has more swoosh when it's this length, and I like it quite a lot. And I was seeing lots of pictures on my Pinterest of like long cardigans and stuff, so I decided to go with that. I also decided not to cut it at the back. I decided it didn't need a slit. It can just be swirly and swooshy. Also, Raislin is hanging out over there. He's my long swirly swooshy. This one is my sort of knee-length swirly swooshy. Alright, time to make a belt out of the remaining fabric. And I think I should be able to because I managed to save this chunk, which is really long. Alright, let's go. Okay, so here it is thus far, but wait, I've just had an idea. So I've got these leftover bits from the very end of the bed, and I'm thinking I'm going to use them to make some little, not toggles, but like little strips for where the belt can attach. And if I've got enough to make 4, I can do some on the inside and some on the outside, and then when it's reversed, you can still attach it. And here they are. These two are slightly bigger for some reason, so these two are going to go one side, these two are going to go the other, and yeah, alright, let's go attach them on, and I'm going to leave the popper unpoppable so that I guess if I need to unpop it, I can. Alright, let's do this. And here it is. All completed. Look at it. It's so jaunty. Oh my god. So jaunty, so cool. So, reversible. This is the front. This is the back. You know what is one of the things I'm looking forward to the most about having had top surgery, potentially doing testosterone, all this other bullshit, right? I will be able to wear makeup again. And not in the, oh my god, I need to make my cheekbones look slightly more defined because somehow that's what I've decided masculinity looks like in my brain way. No. I am going to get to wear makeup in cool, fun ways again without panicking that it makes me look feminine. I'm gonna get to do all this cool, crazy shit again. I'm gonna get to wear the crazy makeup that I only put on in YouTube videos right now. I'm going to get to do the things that I only get to do right now when I'm cosplaying as Mollymauk, and I'm bright purple, and therefore I can have crazy eyeshadow on. And I'm looking forward to that shit, because I am a ecstatically weird combination of fantasy, fae world, and goth boy. And I fucking miss being able to go out like that. Now, yes, I know what you're gonna say. There is nothing stopping me from going out like that right now. And yes, that is true. Technically, there's nothing stopping me from going out like that right now, but there is. Because misgendering is a thing that happens all the time, people are dumb, and if you do not literally have your full ass chest out, then people are going to assume that you are a chick. And even then, my sweet potato fries are beeping. 1 second. Yes, I'm coming. Also, something else I'm looking forward to is being able to wear this fucking jumper. This is one of my favourite jumpers. I love it. I was bought it for Christmas years ago, not that many years ago, and I love it. It's cozy, it's comfy, it fits me, but I don't wear it out because I get scared that it will make me look more feminine, which I hate the fact that that word has become synonymous with essentially evil, but the world is the way that it fucking is. But you just fucking stay right fucking there. I don't get to wear this shirt anymore. I don't get to wear half my favourite shit. It's really fucking annoying because my style, it turns out, is a combination of Andy from Black Veil Bride circa 2007 and Mollymauk fucking tea leaf if he was shopping at Gilmore's and could buy some of that as well. And it really is annoying because when I first transitioned, I don't know why I went French, when I first transitioned, and I was fucking terrified because I wasn't even sure if I was doing it right. And did you know, as my therapist said, there is no right or wrong way to transition. Everyone does it differently. We've gone from French to transition now. I'm not transitioning, I'm transitioning, and it's very different because I'm not good saying it, that's why. So, here's the thing. When I first transitioned, right, it should really be in a Russian accent. How would that sound? Transitioned. Now I sound like I'm a vampire from Transylvania. Transitioned. Yeah, sounds Russian to me. Anyway, so when I first transitioned, I went full, like, the most average blokey bloke you could possibly imagine. I ignored most of my wardrobe. Even at that point it really wasn't particularly girly. It was very fucking gay and vaguely colourful while also being gothy because that is my vibe, but I ignored most of the fun stuff. That's probably the best way to describe it. I ignored all the fun stuff in my wardrobe because I was scared that it would make me look too much like a girl. And I think a lot of trans people go through this when they transition. I tried to blend in and sort of, immediately pass. And the way I thought best to do that at the time in my stupid little brain was to go as full guy as possible. Not like macho man, because I'm never going to be macho man. I am forever going to be a Jaskier and not a Geralt. And you know what? I've come to terms with that and that's okay. But I went full plain jeans, plain shirt, very plain actually. I think the most colourful thing I had when I was first transitioning was my, lumberjack shirt things, because layering is a thing that we do, and you forever try to get that. I heard it described, I think it was Jamie Dodger said it's like a Dorito shape, like an upside down Dorito. So big shoulders and tiny waist. And I've never been big, but there's a vibe. So you'd go for sort of like layering up, and I was always trying to cover the binder because I thought that was always like a dead giveaway, even though it just looks like a vest. And if I was wearing a white one, I would probably just like I was wearing a wifey beater. Wifey beater? I dressed very boringly. Boring for me. Not to yuck anyone else's yum. If you like sort of plain, simple clothes, whatever gender and style you are, then you do you, not yucking your yum at all, which is a great sentence. I love that. Yucking your yum, and then it makes me think of churros for some reason. Anyway, so I tried to do that, and it was very boring and very not me. And you know what happened? When I got misgendered, it hurt more, because I felt like I was trying harder. Not just because I was trying, but also because it was so not me. I felt so other already that when I was wearing all this plain stuff and literally changing outwardly my entire personality, like you would not have read me as me at all back then, it hurt more when I got misgendered. And so there came a moment where I just went, fuck it. I want to dress like me again, and then at least if I get misgendered, I'm getting misgendered as myself. And it does hurt less. It hurts less. And I get misgendered, and I talked about this to some people at work, and I talked about it to some cis guys who I work with. And in one of the places I work, I have many jobs. In one of the many places that I work, we work with kids quite a lot, right? We do like parties and all this stuff, right? And a lot of the cis guys get misgendered as well. And they get called the lady, or the woman over there, or go talk to the girls, or say bye to the ladies, that kind of thing. And we were all talking about it, and we realised that it's probably sometimes coming from a shitty place, but sometimes it's coming from a place of safeguarding. Like, people inherently want their child to be around someone who is safe,
And therefore, when you've got these bright, bubbly people, and to be fair, a lot of us are wearing face paint at the time, they probably want to assume that we are girls because we are engaging with their children. And if you're face painting a child, you're getting close to them, if you're playing games, that kind of thing. And we all decided to give people a sort of saving grace pass for not passing, for misgendering all of us, because it collectively happens to not just me, but other cis guys too. And funnily enough, the girls I work with do not get misgendered. It's only the guys who get misgendered. And so we decided collectively that, yeah, it is from a sort of safeguarding and assumptive place. Is assumptive a word? I'm making it a word. And so that made me feel a little bit better. Partly because in a selfish way, oh, other people are getting it too, it's not just me. And also because when we really sat down and thought about it, we thought, yeah, I get it. We're being really engaging and dynamic and we're hanging out with your kids and stuff. You probably want to assume that we are the safest people possible, and for many different societal reasons, people tend to assume that females would be the safest around their kiddos. And to a certain extent, fair enough, I guess. But also still stings when you are the 15th person that day who misgenders me. But, you know, we move. I just realised I filmed that entire rant the wrong way up. I am so used to TikTok. I am a fucking TikTok. Can we be TikTok twits now, seeing as Twitter is no longer Twitter? So, here's the bastard. Isn't he great? Actually, I feel like she's a she. Are you a she? Maybe you're they. You're a they. This is, to be fair, it's very Mollymauk if you're a they. Such a they, them. Alright, so let's style this out, because I am gonna wear this fucker, and I'm gonna make sure that I can wear it reversibly. I am very excited, and if this goes wrong, I'm gonna be, well, still proud of it, but also, I really want this to be reversible so bad. Welcome to the world of fucking spicy brain. I literally just forgot that I have sweet potato fries cooking in the oven. I chopped up the potatoes, I parboiled them, I put the salt and oil on them, and the oil on them. I put them into the oven, I put the timer on. This is always why I put timers on, especially if I need to do something. If the washing is on, I put a timer on the oven because the oven beeps and I have to walk to the kitchen. And in the time it took me to walk from the oven, having put the timer on and getting into the sewing room, to go and decide what I was going to pair with this outfit, I had completely forgotten I had sweet potato fries in the oven. And I literally thought to myself, ooh, I could have some lunch after I do this. What shall I have? Sweet potato fucking fries. Anyway, fun fact for you guys. I have stopped doing this more recently, but as part of my gender journey, I used to contour my hands. Because I was convinced that my hands would give me away. Because this is the fun shit that you get to think about in your brain. The fun shit, the fun stuff. It's great. And I still sometimes do it. I do it for cosplay quite a lot because it looks really good on camera. But oh my god, I used to do it every single day and I would panic, and if I was driving to work and I realised I'd forgotten to do it, oh my god, I just assumed I was gonna have the worst day ever. It was great fun, it was so fun. Fuck it, you know what, fuck it. I am doing a list of the dumbest shit that I have done as a transgender. Fucking gross. As a member of this friggin' group of people just trying to be people, and occasionally, you know, demonic fey creatures from a fey realm, because that's the best way to identify what the frick we are. I am a chaotic, goth, pirate, colourful circus boy. Yes, I have worked in the circus. From a fey realm who wishes I had pointy elf ears and also tiefling horns and also maybe a tail. So what have I done on this dumbass journey into realisation of gender? Well, first off, I did not acknowledge, as I look back over my life, that every single favourite character I have ever had in anything, every single character I related to or wanted to be in anything ever, was a boy. Gosh, oh golly gee, I'm shocked. Bearing all that in mind, there have been a few girl characters that I did enjoy, and the reason I think this is important to acknowledge is because I am always a big believer in the whole, a character does not need to be exactly like you in order for you to relate to them, or more importantly, to enjoy them. I do not need characters to look exactly like me, to be exactly like me, in order for me to enjoy them, and quite frankly, I usually enjoy characters who are not as much like me, or are like bits of me, because, well, my insecurities don't like watching someone who is exactly like me, because I would register all the things about them that I don't like, and it will bounce back on me and I go, nope. So I enjoy other characters slightly more, or versions of a me that I am aiming and aspiring to be. That's why I enjoyed Mollymauk so much. He was a me that I hadn't been for a very long time, but exemplified. He was amazing, and this Mollymauk character waltzed into my life at a time when I really needed to be picked up out of this horrible, dark, depressive place I was in, and showed me all of this stuff about how you don't need to, you know, acknowledge the past, the mistakes that you have done. You can move past them, you can become a better person. Every single day you can just become a better person, you can just be better. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I used to believe that, why am I not doing that anymore?
So I did. You basically have Mollymauk to thank for me being the fucking fantastic, wonderful, colourful creature that I am today. And that kind of character I enjoy, partly because, yes, it was very relatable and was like me, but also because it was something to aspire towards and me that I could so see me being, and I am so close. I am so friggin' close. But I also love characters like Vax'ildan, who are like certain parts of me, but also very unlike me, especially in decision making and things like that. But I really enjoyed that. And without getting a deep dive into all my favourite characters anyway, all of them pretty much were masculine. And yeah, that should have been a hint, but hey ho. Also, when I chose to have a haircut when I was a kiddo, I had short frickin' hair. Always, all the time. Now, no! In order to be masculine, you do not have to have short hair. Anyone can have hair, of any length or variety, anyone. But, as a child, I chose stereotypically masculine things. I liked those clothes, I liked those outfits, I liked those activities. Fun fact about me, have never learned how to skip with a skipping rope, and I've been trying recently for workout purposes. No friggin' clue, because I didn't learn as a child, because I was too busy climbing trees. Now, no, climbing trees does not have a gender, but stereotypically, I chose to go and climb trees and do all the boy stuff instead of skip roping. Which would have been ironically really fucking helpful for me to have learned, but never fucking mind. Other dumb shit that I did, attempting to contour fucking everywhere, from my hands to my face, to my neck, to my shoulders, to places that weren't even going to be shown by clothes. And while this was a really useful skill to get for cosplay purposes and looks fantastic on camera, it was not something that I needed to do every day, and it was giving me so much friggin' anguish just thinking about it all the time, like, ooh, do I look enough this? Have I done enough of this? Enough. And at some point I had to ask myself, like, what is enough? And then I got thinking about The Greatest Showman, and I was like, never enough! And it never fucking is enough, that's the problem. Because it's never going to be enough. There is no end goal. It's all the way frickin' up here. The bar is on the ceiling, and I am down here on the floor going, like, I'm never gonna get up there. But who put the bar on the ceiling? Friggin' me. Now, yes, there are problems with society, there are problems with people's perceptions, but you know what? They're dying out, and we're gonna run the world one day, and it's just gonna be us and the cool people and the cool kids going like, gender? Who the fuck's that? Never heard of them. Great, awesome, be whoever you want to be, carry the fuck on with your life, and that's gonna be fucking great. However, I do acknowledge that right now in society, there are problems. However, who put the bar on the freaking ceiling? It was me. And so I decided to take the bar down from the ceiling, doing a little push-up while I did it. That's a pull-up. Never mind. I chose to take the bar down from the ceiling, and funnily enough, I am happier now because the only expectations I'm striving to meet are my own, and I've brought them down, so they're at my friggin' eye level now, so I can see them. That was a weird ass. Was that even a metaphor? I'm not sure. But basically, I stopped trying to meet society's expectations of passing, and instead met my own. And I made myself a little Pinterest board of, like, future goals and what do I want to look like. And then I changed the name because future goals is not okay. It's just goals. And I can reach them every damn day if I want to. And every day can be slightly different. Like today, I'm still wearing this jumper, even though, oh my god, my sweet potato fries. Yes, they're finally ready. Okay, right. Okay, so while the sweet potato fries cool down, and I also cool down, basically, I put my own expectations way up high because of everything that I thought I should be doing based on other people. Now, yeah, sadly in the world there is always going to be a big part of passing that relies on other people because other people are the ones who dictate whether or not you have passed. In the world, in general, sure. And that's really fucking annoying. But while on the one hand I really want to start saying, who cares, don't care, and that's what my wonderful friends say. They say, like, oh, there's a problem with society, not with you, you know, we always see you for who you are, and, like, don't worry about it so much. But also, at a certain point, you know, when you've been misgendered for the X amount of time, that day or that week or that month or whatever it is, there starts to come a point where you start questioning yourself, and then you feel yourself sort of raising that bar again. But every time I do that, sorry, I inhaled smoke from the oven. So every time I do that, that's when I get less happy. And part of it is misgendering that makes you unhappy inherently, but it's also because as soon as I start thinking about it, I start thinking, well, what can I change? And the first thing to go is anything that makes me me. Like the colourful cool tops. Like I would never wear this out. I would never wear this out until I've had my top surgery. I would never ever wear this out because I feel like it would instantly gender me in the wrong direction. I acknowledge that is really dumb and annoying and frustrating. But, you know, it's also, to me at least, fact. And I hate that. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to dress for myself now. And, yeah,
trying to make it just a little bit easier until I've had the surgery and everything, because I am sort of putting all my eggs in the basket of once I've had that, everything will be fixed, and then the testosterone and everything will be fixed, and blah, 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 blah. But I also appreciate that there's quite a lot of me that needs to be fixed as well, just my perceptions of everything and myself. But I am feeling happier every single freaking day, and that is pretty awesome. I have chosen my Mollymauk t-shirt because he's been with me through this entire friggin' journey of gender euphoria, and therefore I feel it is only correct that they should be with me at the very, very end as well. Well, I say the very end, we're nearly there, we're very nearly there, but when I'm trying this on, I feel like Molly should also be there, so okay, let's do this. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Do you think it's good? He's been looking at it. Hey, buddy. He is allergic to cameras, aren't you? Yes, because he knows how cute he looks, and he knows he shall steal all the focus. Yes, who's my goddest boy? Who's my goddest boy? Yes, look at you with your little face. Oh, I love you so much. All right, let's try this on, shall we? Okay, so this here to be. It's like a combination of Mollymauk, Tea Leaf, and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And I am living for this. Also, one of my favourite songs has just come on my playlist. Yes! So the plan is that I would wear it like this. Now, yes, it does look a tiny bit like a dressing gown, but that is okay. Oh my god! Look at it! Ah! Yes! Now, the big question is, does it reverse? We untie the tie thing, we pull it out. I say, like that's happening with any form of dignity. Okay, and then we swap it around. So you pull it off. Oh my god, I think it worked! And I learned how to do this seam. Well, I'd heard of doing this seam before, but I relearned how to do it by watching a TikTok, as in this TikTok popped up on my For You page and I went, oh yeah, that's a technique I really should use because I'd completely forgotten about it, kind of thing. So thank you for TikTok. Oh my god. And the belt I made in 2 halves, so it will match whatever. All right, so then we put this through. Nearly put it through the wrong way around. Here we go, here we go, here we go. As the earwig said to the other earwig as I fell out of the tree. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Would you just thread? Oh my god, yes. Ooh, too far, too far, too far. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Look at the little poppers, aren't they so cute? It's... yes! I have a flouncing around jacket. Oh my god. Now imagine with me where Molly's face is. Where Molly's face is, there is bare chest. And like 76 necklaces. Right? Right? Yeah, this is cool. This is gonna be so cool. Which way round? Which way round do we like it best? Okay, so we've got this way round, which has a sort of red coming out from the inside. I say red, it's all like purpley. Okay, so blue front, purple back. What are we thinking? Yes, the sleeves are like 1 and 1. All right, so that way round. Or, am I gonna be quicker at this time? No, I'm fucking not. Got this out. Oh my god. That is the one thing it is missing is pockets. But seeing as it's a fancy robe, it's fancy. That means I can wear something with pockets underneath. Which side do we prefer? The blue on the back and the pinky purple on the front, or the blue on the front and the pinky purple on the back? I like both, obviously. I feel like Joseph and Molly. Cannot wait to wear this properly. All right, so yeah, what do we think? Let me know. And I just realized that I filmed all of this in the wrong angle as well. Never friggin' mind. Have a wonderful rest of your week, my wonderful people, and I'm sorry that most of this video ended up in me ranting. If I'd had more time, I would have just made more outfits and you could have watched that, but this is the first of many in this project. All right, something exciting is happening in a few hours. Okay, I will see you in another week. Also, if you'd like to support me, I am on Ko-fi and Patreon. If you go on my Ko-fi, you can donate to me, or you can buy things from my shop, and you can get commissions from me. That was the thing I wanted to say. You can also get commissions. I do in-character commissions and messages. You can get a message from Mollymauk, Tea Leaf, or Peter Pan, or The World of Neverland, or Puck if you want a soliloquy, that kind of thing. Anyway, go support me if you can, because this is going to cost a lot. All right, I adore you all. Goodbye. Have a wonderful week.